In his letter to God, he communicated his poverty situations and mentioned that he needed 100 pesos to regenerate the crops along with surviving until they are ready to harvest. On the envelope, he wrote to God. Then, at the post office, placed stamp on the letter and dropped it to the mailbox. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss laughing heartedly and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had to known that address. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of a man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God." Amiable means friendly and pleasant. Now, a postman who was also an employee of that post office noticed Lencho's letter and showed it to the postmaster. They both felt amazed, but the postmaster, fat and friendly man, immediately developed a sense of seriousness. He was astonished at the amount of faith Lencho has in God and wished he had the same. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink, and paper. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends to his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. Goodwill means friendly, helpful, or cooperative. Now, with good intentions, the postmaster read the letter and thought of replying to it so as to keep the writer's belief intact. But the writer expected to reply in a different way that could not be fulfilled with a pen, paper, and morals. The farmer had demanded for 100 pesos. The postmaster, along with his colleagues, and a few friends who were more than willing to donate for a good cause, collected a pool of money to help Lencho. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmers only little more than half. He put the money in the envelope addressed to the Lencho and with it letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. Despite his best efforts, he was only able to collect an amount not more than half of what was required. Lenchos required 100 pesos. He then addressed it to Lencho along with a letter which was undersigned by God. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him while the postmaster experiencing the contentment of a man who was performed a good deed looked for his from his office. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. Now, next morning, what happened? Lencho came looking for the reply a bit earlier than expected. The postman handed him the letter, waiting to see him, joyful and surprised, while the postmaster, feeling satisfied, oversaw it from his office. And the farmer got disheartened to seeing that The money was less than what he has asked for. His faith is still undeterred and he believed that God cannot make such a mistake. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window and to ask a paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling on his brows, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which was licked and affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lenchu. On being disappointed, he started looking for ink and paper to write God again. Now he wanted to write the letter again to the God. While writing, his eyebrows got curled out of the concentration with which he was drafting a new request. On completing, he affixed it with a stamp. As soon as he dropped it into the mailbox, the postmaster took it out to read it. Lencho complained that he had only received 70 pesos and he is really in need of remaining amount. He doubted the integrity and the honesty of the post office employees and suggested that the money should not be sent by post because he doubted that the staff at the post office must have stolen the missing amount. Children, I hope you understand this story. Read the story twice.